As K-drama fans, we don't often get to see what's actually behind the scenes. And when we do, things can get pretty ugly. For starters, there have been various cases of mistreatment towards actors, going from forcing them to quit to not paying them, all of which we have mentioned in a previous video. However, the mistreatment in K-dramas is not limited to the actors alone. So today, let's review a couple of famous K-dramas with serious production issues. Number 1. King of Tears Lee Bang-won. Animal abuse. Let's first delve into a super recent case. As a historical drama aired on public channel KBS during the golden time slot of Saturday and Sunday nights, King of Tears Lee Bang-won is expected to get domestic attention, something often expected of weekend dramas. However, the series managed to make headlines in the worst way possible, ultimately getting delayed, then cancelled under the public's outcry. So what exactly happened? Well, everything started in January 2022, when the Korea Animal Welfare Association, or KAWA, posted a behind-the-scenes video of the series on their Instagram. This particular footage showed a stunt where an actor fell off a horse, injuring both the human and the horse on screen. Just squint at the video and you can see that one of the horse's hind legs was tied and pulled back by the staff, which caused the horse to trip and the actor to fall in a dangerous way. Staff then immediately rushed to check on the actor, but everyone ignored the horse, which was left in pain with a broken neck. In their post regarding the video, Kawa stated that they were appalled that a public channel is filming in this manner in the year 2022, and that the video clearly reveals the issue of animal cruelty at filming sites, which had been a problem for years. They also requested to know of the horse's condition, and demanded that it get proper treatment. Unfortunately, this was soon followed by an announcement that revealed the horse had died.
No! God, please, no! No!
And soon enough, celebrities including famous actress Gong Hyo-jin, actor Yoo Yeon-suk, and K-pop star Taeyeon had voiced their disdain for the practice, calling the situation horrifying and unbelievable. KBS eventually released an apology for the issue, but that was not enough. Naturally, the public was on fire, leaving comments calling the production team psychopaths, bastards, and uncivilized, and asking why they couldn't have used CGI. Netizens and over 90 animal rights groups banded together to call for the series' cancellation, even going as far as to sue KBS for animal abuse. They also started online petitions, and went to KBS's headquarters to protest, showing just how seriously they are taking the issue. However, King of Tears Lee Bang-won is hardly a unique case. Some netizens had also pointed fingers at other K-dramas, including Young Do-yeon, The King's Affection, and various others, which raised a serious question about the filming conditions of K-dramas. Number 2. A Korean Odyssey. Staff abuse. Boasting famous and talented actors and actresses like Lee Seung-gi, Oh Yeon-so, Cha Seung-won, Lee Se-young, and Lee Hong-ki, A Korean Odyssey can be said to have a stellar cast. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said about this K-drama's filming conditions, seeing that it reported severe issues of staff abuse, which we will hereby address. To begin with, on December 23, 2017, the same day A Korean Odyssey premiered, a staff member of the series fell 10 feet, or over 3 meters, to the ground. According to media reports, this staff member was hanging a chandelier when he fell, breaking his waist and hip immediately upon contact. He also got serious head injuries, including internal bleeding in the brain, and was initially believed to be brain dead, before regaining consciousness and being declared paralyzed from the waist down. According to the treating doctor, the staff member will most likely have a handicap for the rest of his life, which means that the drama's unsafe working conditions had actually ruined a person's life. To make matters worse, the staff in question was requested to work late at night, 2 a.m. in particular, with the excuse of filming for live broadcast, despite feeling unwell and having asked to finish the work when he gets better. Hanging the chandelier was not even his responsibility at all, and TVN and the drama's production team had attempted to keep the issue quiet by not coming forward immediately. Particular staff members also shared that they received strange messages that threatened them into silence. The result? Intense criticisms, with netizens calling out the production company for lack of safety measures, odd working times, and obvious neglect. They also brought forth issues about the hectic film schedule, mentioning that the star of the show, actor Lee Seung-gi, only joined the cast in November, less than 2 months before the series aired. To make it worse, director Park Hong-kyun, who was responsible for the drama, is notorious for forcing actors and staff through a rushed schedule, having allegedly left famous actor Ji-sung sleep-deprived for an entire month when filming for his 2011 drama New Heart. The Korean drama production system is definitely at fault for negligent abuse, an official for the National Press Union said, promising to improve working conditions. This promise, however, was unfulfilled, seeing that in 2018, a staff member of the camera crew of SBS's Still 17 was found dead after working excessively for 5 straight days. Then, in 2018, a staff member of The Last Empress shared that people on set are constantly overworked, having to monitor the recording from 7 to 8 a.m. to the next day's 6 a.m. The crew of Arthdal Chronicles was no better, having to work 151 hours a week, or over 20 hours a day, without any days off. It seems that the K-drama field is in need of some desperate changes. Number 3. Hotel de Luna. No payment. Seriously, for all the trouble the staff has been through, we'd at least expect that they would be well paid. Unfortunately, that is by no means the case. And K-drama crew members were paid poorly, if even paid at all. One particular case revealed that several staff members for the famous series Hotel de Luna had been a victim of non-payment. In particular, in July 2019, a member of the set team for Hotel de Luna had published a post on social media claiming that the series' production team had failed to pay them 22.5 million won, which is around $19,100 for over 8 months. The writer of the post also added that in March, they had submitted a petition to Korea's Ministry of Employment and Labor, or MOEL, and the CEO of their company had asked them to cancel the report, to which they refused. As a result, the CEO responded by threatening this staff member via text that said, "Let me tell you something. When you reported this to the MOEL, we talked about it over the phone, right? I asked you to cancel, and if you did, I'd pay you the full amount. But you said you couldn't cancel it, so I told the manager to pay you as late as possible. I'm sorry we couldn't pay you sooner, but since you're so uncooperative, then we'll be uncooperative with you too." Meanwhile, the broadcasting station TVN, which aired the series, insisted that they had already paid, and it is the staff's company that failed to distribute the money. Unfortunately, this is not the case of a single company being bad, but rather of a bad business practice that runs across the industry. In fact, way back in 2013, there had been a call to action as various production staff and even actors went unpaid for various dramas, including Faith, Fugitive Plan B, and Junglefish 2. Even in 2017, big names like MBC and KBS still delayed payment to some of the cast in Nightlight and God of Noodle, owing them up to 300 million won in wages. Famous actors like Kim Min-jung, Kim Woo-bin, and Sung Gyuri had also fallen victims of this unhealthy business practice, receiving not even a single coin for their hard work. The 2018 K-drama Devilish Joy even went as far as to pay only the male lead, while all the actresses received absolutely nothing. "It's always the poor that gets poorer," a comment had said, expressing their total loss of faith towards K-drama production. Hopefully, with the entrance of newer players into the K-drama field, we can expect better treatments for the cast and the staff alike. And that concludes the video. Were you surprised at any of the issues mentioned above? What's your opinion? Feel free to let us know in the comment section. And if you want more videos like this, like, share, and subscribe to Poly Drama. We'll come back soon. See ya!